Hello, I'm Orla Allen Medium and Orla Allen Author, and here are some cards for you. So the first card we have today is the Seven of Wands. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Cups. So the Seven of Wands talks about where we're manifesting our future, where we're welcoming in what it is that we want to do. The image on the card very much talks about where we are better than what we're currently doing. So whatever it is that you're doing for work or whatever it is that you're doing to pay your bills at the moment, this card very much talks about there's more out there for you. That you're not meeting your full potential, that you've got so much more to give than you are given just at the moment. So if you feel like your working environment is too much for you, that you're working too hard, then think about another job you could be doing which wouldn't require you to work so hard, but would use your intellect or your skills or your talent more so than it currently is. So it talks about where there's a better option for you and where you're capable of more than you're getting just now. And I feel like this is as much to do with job satisfaction as it is actually to do with finances. So the second card we have is the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about closing the door on a financial situation. So that very much kind of backs up the first card, because the first card's talking about where we're creating this future within our working environment for ourselves. The second card is talking very much about where we're closing the door on the finances of the past, which means that when you close the door, you have to open another one. So the door that you're opening is giving you new opportunities. I'm very drawn to the four feathers around the outside, which symbolises, again, the manifesting, but also stability. So where things haven't felt so stable recently, this card's talking about welcoming in the stability of this new financial situation. And the third card is the Eight of Cups. Now, Cups talks about the emotions, and this very much talks about I feel like there's several different scenarios with this one. For some people, there's heartache about leaving the job that you were in. Perhaps you've been there for a long, long time. Perhaps there's people there that you really liked and they're maybe the reason why you stuck around for so long. But it's talking about where we're having to leave some stuff behind that we maybe don't want to be leaving behind. And it's also talking about where we've a mountain to climb, so we've work to do. This new role is going to take more from us than the previous role. But remember that it's given you the satisfaction of being able to do what you want to do and what you desire and what it is that's going to fulfill you more. I do feel like there is a kind of learning period where we're having to readjust our thinking, readjust our mindset to our work, and where we're having to maybe study a wee bit or learn the job for a while before we're going to be as good at it as we were at the last job. But I very much feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't feel like this is going to be a constant thing. I don't feel like you're constantly going to be chasing your tail with this new role. But it does feel like it's not something that's going to come naturally to you. Whether it's a management position, whether it's a change of what you're doing, whatever it is that you're manifesting, I feel like it will take time for it to adjust. It will take time for it to become comfortable, for you to really kind of get into it. There may even be a couple of doubts at the start. Have you done the right thing? But I very much feel from the first two cards that this is the way forward for you. This is where you're supposed to be headed. And while there may be a period of adjustment, I do feel long term there's so much more for you. But with any cards, this isn't written in stone, okay? So you have the choice. You can choose whether you want this future, whether you don't. You can choose to stay where you're working at the moment or doing whatever you're doing at the moment. You don't have to take this step. But the cards are coming forward to say that if you do, yes, there'll be a period of where you're having to learn a new job. You're maybe not 100% sure of everything right at the start, and where you have a little kind of adjustment period. But in the long term, this is going to bring you more financial stability. It's going to bring you more contentment within yourself, and it's going to be a much more happy and vibrant working environment for you. So I hope this resonates with you. I hope you do take the opportunities when they come along. and the very best of luck. I will speak to you all again soon.